Once upon a time, a kind old miller told his 3 apprentices, "I am getting too old to work. Whoever brings me the best horse will inherit the mill." The 3 boys packed their bags and set off to find the finest horse. Hans, the youngest and kindest of the 3, was often teased by the others. Hans walked deep into the forest and found a friendly, talking cat with shiny fur and sparkling eyes. The cat purred, "If you serve me faithfully for 7 years, I will give you the best horse ever." Though surprised, Hans agreed. The cat led him to a magical house where everything shimmered with gold and silver. Hans cleaned the house, chopped firewood, and helped the cat every day. The cat gave him delicious meals and told him stories at night. Meanwhile, the other 2 boys returned to the miller with ordinary horses. They laughed. Hans will never return. Time passed, and Hans became stronger and wiser. He enjoyed helping the kind cat, who always cheered him up with her purring. One day the cat asked, "Hans, will you cut off my head and paws when my 7 years are up?" Hans was horrified, but trusted the cat's magic. The 7 years passed, and the cat reminded Hans of the promise. With a heavy heart, Hans followed her instructions. To Hans' amazement, the cat turned into a beautiful princess. She explained, "I was under a spell, and only your kindness could free me." The princess led Hans to a stable filled with majestic horses. "Take the finest one for the miller," she said with a smile. Hans returned to the miller with a magnificent horse. His brothers stared in disbelief. The miller declared, "Hans, you are the kindest and most faithful. The mill is yours." The princess visited Hans at the mill. "You showed me kindness when no one else did. Will you come live with me in my kingdom?" Hans agreed, and they traveled to her golden kingdom. His brothers learned to be kinder after seeing Hans' success. Hans and the princess lived happily ever after, sharing their kindness and wisdom with everyone.